Eliza, why did you choose your book?
Because the first thing we had a project in class and it just looked good. I like books that you can really relate to.
Why did the book appeal to you?
Because, I don't know, I like the genre. I like things to be real.
What type of recovery does your book address?
She recovers physically and mentally from being shot and from going through a school shooting from her boyfriend.
How does your character come of age?
She comes of age through her friends, and she actually befriends a girl she never thought she would befriend, and she realizes that she can't do it alone.
What is a literary element you found in your book?
Irony.
Tell us about the path of recovery your character took.
She first goes into the hospital because her boyfriend shot her in the leg, and when going back to school, the doctor tells her that she needs to try to make it seem like nothing has really happened and that she needs to find new friends again.
Why did you choose the book?
I chose my book because when I read the back of it, I read that Laurel gets on meth, and I really wanted to know if she got off of it.
How did the book appeal to you?
It appealed to me because it kept me on my toes, and I kept wanting to read more because I didn't know what was going to happen next.
What type of recovery does your book address?
My book addresses physical and emotional recovery because she recovers emotionally because she was on meth because her family, her mother and grandmother died. And after she got off meth, she realized it wasn't her fault, so she recovered emotionally.
How does your character come of age?
She comes of age through realizing that she doesn't need meth to feel better and that her family is more important than her than being on meth and possibly dying.
What is a literary element you found in your book?
There were a lot of flashbacks in my books because she kept referring back to when her grandmother and mother died and before she was on meth.
Tell us about the path of your character's recovery.
Her path was a police officer found her and she was put into a rehabilitation and through help with her family.
Why did you choose the book?
I chose the book because when I read the back of the book, it really appealed to me.
How does the book appeal to you?
The book appeals to me by how I like the genre of the book and it talking about recovery.
What is your book about?
My book is about a girl who woke up with swollen glands and she went to the doctor and she found out how she had a form of cancer called lymphoma, and she got chemotherapy treatments and she recovered through her family.
How does your character come of age?
My character comes of age by realizing that the cancer wasn't her fault or her family's fault and that she just has to go through it.
How does your character recover?
Character recovers through her family.
What type of recovery does your book address?
My book addresses the recovery by physically because she was successful in going to art school.
What is a literary element found in your book?
Irony.
Tell us about the path of recovery.
The path of recovery was through chemotherapy and her realizing that she shouldn't be so mean to her mom.
Oh, is that? Why did you choose the book?
I chose the book because it looked interesting on how she explains how her family's homeless and how her dad doesn't help.
How does your character recover?
She recovers with her family, but not so much her friends.
How does your character come of age?
She comes of age because she learns to take care of herself and her mom, but also to help her dad, even though if he wasn't there in her life and she forgets him.
What is the literary element you found in your book?
A flashback.
What type of recovery does your book address?
Emotional, that she gets over.
Tell us about the path of recovery.
She forgives her dad, even though her dad is a drug addict, and she learns to forgive her friend for betraying her.
Why did you choose the book?
A lot of friends had recommended it, and I thought it sounded good about a girl who gets over cancer.
How did the book appeal to you?
It appealed to me because it's about people getting over cancer, and that genre really appeals to me.
What is your book about? Give brief summary.
It's about a girl named Hazel who has cancer and she doesn't like her life, and she doesn't do anything until she meets Augustus, and they kind of fall in love.
How does your character come of age?
Through her friends and her family, she realizes that it's okay to be like sad sometimes, but the same.
How does your character recover?
Through friends and family, she is able to make the most of the situation.
What is a literary element you found in your book?
Irony, because I thought through the entire book that Hazel was going to die, but Augustus dies.
What type of recovery does your book address?
Emotional and physical, because she's dealing with cancer, but then she has to deal with like the sadness and everything else that comes with having cancer.
Tell us about your path of recovery.
She goes through like chemotherapy and everything else she has to do to like get rid of cancer, and she has to like wear an air tank and everything. Yeah. Is that it?
What's an air tank?